This one is a discussion about what we think might be the best game of 2015. Could it be Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain?
I would expect that one to end up being a contender for Game of the Year, even though it didn't.
Konami rep has come out and said that it's going to be Game of the Year. They said, you know what, we think no other game's going to come out this year that's going to be better. What do you say to that, Greg?
Did you guys have trouble picking your Game of the Year?
Oh, we always do. You know, it's we always deliberate in grand fashion.
And my prediction is Witcher 3 will win Game of the Year from one of those.
Right.
Colin says no way. He thinks that by the time we get to Game of the Year, Witcher will not win a Game of the Year.
Really?
No, I don't think it's going to win Game of the Year anywhere, of import.
I agree. Yeah, Mordor's great. I'm glad I played it. I don't think it's going to be when I rank my list of like the 5 or 10 best games of the year. I don't think it'll be there.
It just doesn't like fit the mold that we have of what a Game of the Year is.
Maybe
right?
this is the one that deviates from it. It is the fact of cool.
It may or may not, be
does this count?
For the actual Game of the Year award that GameSpot gives at the end of this year. But
this year, between The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Metal Gear Solid, and Fallout 4 alone, forget about what we think about Rocket League. It's going to be impossible to pick.
Be bloodshed.
Should we be picking anymore?
Yeah. What fun is this hobby if it isn't turning friends against friends?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. 2015 has been a hell of a year for video games. We have gotten some truly phenomenal releases in terms of games this year. And come the end of the year and the beginning of next year, I will be making my annual top 10 games of, this year, top 10 games of 2015, and let you guys know what my 10 favorite games of the year were, as well as my game of the year. My game of the year. My game of the year. Specific only to me. You see, with the end of the year coming closer and closer, and the huge success releases of The Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, and the overwhelming hype for Fallout 4, and let's not forget the critical and commercial success of a game that came out of nowhere, Rocket League. All the video game journalists and media out there are debating what will be Game of the Year. And of course, the video game community is eating each other alive, debating over what is objectively Game of the Year. Ay. Have we not been over this? Have I not been over the difference between subjective opinion and objective fact, and trying not to get the two confused and mixed together when it comes to opinions on video games? For goodness sakes, there's no other medium out there, well, maybe besides movies, this happens with movies from time to time, where the community, the consumers, the players of said content can't distinguish opinion from fact and want the two to be the same and for their opinion to be fact. Look, you don't need to try and force your opinion onto others to try and validate yourself. If that's what you think and feel, that's what you think and feel. But I may be getting ahead of myself. Look, every year, end of the year, everybody does their top 10, top 5s, their Game of the Year videos, or articles, or what have you. People just go over, what were the best games I played this year? I mean, since a great deal of video game publishers seem uninterested in preserving the history of video games, we try to do it for ourselves. So we try to remember, what were the great games we played this year? What was my favorite game this year? What games did I enjoy the most? What games gave me the feels, gave me the most feeling, hit me in the heart? What games pleasantly surprised me? And there's nothing wrong with that, but there are a great deal of people out there, and I find this is more with the younger audiences, the younger gamers out there who just don't understand. Your opinion is not fact, and everyone else's opinion is not fact also. Oh, so your game of the year was The Witcher 3. Oh, so your game of the year was Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Oh, so your game of the year was Fallout 4. None of you are wrong. You can't be wrong in determining what was your favorite game of the year. Because no game is going to be the best. When we say game of the year, we don't mean best game of the year, we just mean favorite game of the year. Because no game can be objectively the best. Although there are some very opinionated and difficult people out there who believe that everything can be objectified, that everything can be laid down in fact. This game is better than this game, that game is better than that game. While I have stated in the past, and I will continue to state, that there is a certain level of objectivity when it comes to the quality of a video game. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there are objectively good and objectively bad video games. Ride to Hell, Retribution, Big Rigs Over the Roads Racing, The Slaughtering Grounds, Day One, Gary's Incident are objectively bad video games in terms of their quality, but they're also objectively good video games, such as The Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, Fallout 4. Let's admit it, from all the gameplay we have been shown of Fallout 4, it looks to be a good quality game. There is that. There are objectively good quality video games and objectively bad quality video games, but whatever game you consider to be your favorite, that is totally subjective, and you can't make it objective. There will be no best game of the year. There are several good quality video games that come out every year, and you can't say which one is the best. You can say which one is most popular, because there is of course popular opinion, but you can't say it's the best. There can't be a best game of the year. There can be your favorite game of the year, never the best. I don't see why gamers in the gaming community need to make everything a fucking competition. There's nothing wrong with being competitive, but being competitive over our goddamn opinions, really? I'm sorry, but to put it bluntly, that's really lame. That's really, really lame. That of all the things to get competitive and passionate and angry and hostile over, it's trying to justify why your favorite game is the best game and everybody else is wrong. I mean, seriously? The same exact thing happens with my top 10 and top 5 countdown videos. People seem to think that because I'm doing a top 10 or a top 5, that it's immediately an objective video. That because a video is a countdown, a top 5, top 10, that it's objective, that it's the best of the best. That it doesn't even compute with them, with several of these dummies, and I'm sorry to be insulting, but quite frankly, you're a real dummy if you miss me saying within the first 2 minutes of the video saying that these are my favorite, that I'm talking about my top 5 and top 5 favorite, that these are my subjective opinions, my subjective likings, my subjective things that I prefer from video games. If you can't understand that just because of the title of the video, because the words top 5 or top 10 are in the title, you need a reality check. One of the beautiful, amazing things about video games are opinions, that we have such different, varying, subjective opinions in what each and every person likes from video games. But hey, you know what? That's the same thing with books, movies, and food. Yet so many gamers out there can't comprehend that you can be opinionated. Just as you're opinionated with other forms of media, or like I said, food, or anything else. There are gamers out there who think there has to be a best. There has to be an objectively best, good, best, better than everything else game. No, please get your head out of your ass. Look, if you spend so much time fussing and worrying and getting so angry over trying to figure out or consider or argue what video game is the best of all time, or in this certain genre, or in this year, then you're wasting your time and creating unnecessary negativity and stress towards yourself. Look, like what you like and be happy with what you like. I'm gonna be honest with all of you right now. So far, the 2 games this year that are competing in my head, because I still haven't decided yet, that may be my Game of the Year 2015 so far, are Evolve and Life is Strange. But I'm not having this objective debate with myself, oh, this game does this better, this game has this better. No. I'm going over how much the games affect me, how much fun, how much enjoyment, how much they affect me emotionally, in the heart. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm really debating with myself which game I prefer more. I really like them both. I mean, Life is Strange is such a great story, adventure, and puzzle game, with such relatable and memorable characters. God, Life is Strange is so good and it hits you, gets you in the heart, so many emotional moments, and you want to replay the game to literally see how all the choices will affect the story, because your choices really do matter inside the story. You could get completely different outcomes and events in every single episode. But then we have a game like Evolve, which is just so much fun. I personally have a blast with Evolve. I love playing as a monster. and brutally eviscerating all these alien monster hunters. And I love playing as a hunter with all these unique different characters and weapons and the thrill of battling and hunting down a monster. I mean, good God, the game's graphics. The game looks absolutely stunningly beautiful, so much detail. All the animations are gorgeous. Again, so many different characters to choose and play from. Oh, and the game is so much fun to play with friends and solo. The game has such good bots, but playing with friends, oh, it's so much fun when you're taunting or working together. It's so much fun. Do you guys see how my game of the years aren't The Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, or the upcoming Fallout 4? Although I am excited for Fallout 4, I'm not overhyping it like so many other people. And honestly, The Witcher 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5, they don't really interest me that much. I'm not the biggest fan of the Metal Gear Solid series, and I think it would be kind of weird entering the series around the 5th game. I've played Revengeance, but it's not really a Metal Gear Solid game. It's a Metal Gear game, but not really a Metal Gear game. And as for the Witcher games, again, it's the 3rd game in the series. I own the 1st and 2nd Witcher, but I just can't get into those games, and I don't want to enter The Witcher 3 not knowing what the hell's going on with the story, even though from what I understand, the gameplay is so much better. However, Fallout 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, so I'm definitely going to pick up Fallout 4. But do you guys see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? I'm a different gamer than you. Everybody's different. Everybody has their different thoughts, feelings, and opinions when it comes to video games. There isn't going to be this objective, unanimously best, great quality game that everybody's going to agree, this is the best game of this year, this is the best game of all time. Can we please knock off the objective, subjective, mixing the two together BS? Like what you like, be proud of what you like, and don't force what you like onto others. It's what I see so many Witcher fans and Metal Gear fans and Fallout fans. I see what all these different fan groups of these particular games are doing and trying to force their opinions onto others. Like, no, you're wrong, this game is the best game of the year. Shut the hell up. Grow the hell up. It's video games, guys. I love video games, but it's not worth getting this much of a fuss over video games. Now you guys are going to say I'm a hypocrite. You're getting a fuss over video games? No, I'm not getting in a fuss over video games. I'm getting in a fuss over people. And not necessarily people's opinions, but how people are reacting. And how people react does affect other people. But hey, that's just my opinion. That's just what I gotta say. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. What do you think of this whole subjective-objective mix-up debacle? What do you think is going to be your game of the year so far? And what do you think about people who get all frustrated and aggressive over what will be the best game of the year or best game ever sort of deals? I'd love to hear your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments. I don't get nearly enough comments. Please write a comment. If you like the video in any way, shape, or form, if you like the gameplay, my opinion, whatever, if you like anything about the video, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit that like button, lets me know I'm doing a good job. And finally, I am the Gamertron. I love video games, and I love talking about video games, and if that's something that interests you, maybe consider supporting me by subscribing to my channel. Anyways, guys, this has been a video, and I will see you guys later.